Hey everyone, welcome back to Griffin. We're in the second half of October, and you might recall we're working on our first harvest on our cornfield. We're probably about halfway through, and things are going pretty well. So that's a good sign. But we really need to get this finished today. We've got a decision to make at the end of the day, assuming we do get it finished. We need to think about whether we keep this harvester, which we've leased, in the hope that more contracts appear for corn or sunflowers. If we have a look just at the minute, how are we going for contracts? So we've taken a baling contract, which we need to do some work on, and there are some ploughing contracts, but nothing in terms of additional harvests. Yet if we look at the map, then we can see there's a couple of fields. Well, we're doing this one here, field 16 and field 30, ready to harvest. So there's corn, sunflowers in here, and corn up here. So we'll just have to wait and see how the afternoon develops. In the meantime, let's go and empty this trailer, because probably by the time we get back, well, actually, we won't empty it. We'll see if we can fill it up a little bit on the next run up the field. I'm quite pleased with how the harvest is going so far. I really didn't have much of an idea of how much crop we would get off this field, and it's coming along quite well. So we'll just wait for them to turn around there. Three headlands we cut with this header worked out to be good spacing. And it turned out to be also good that we moved quickly and put the fertilizer on the field. I think that's helped our yield here quite a bit. I guess the big question is, what do we now do with the corn? I'm not sure when the best price for corn sales will be. But we can check that while we're unloading at the silo. So that'll do. We'll let him turn. It's a bit quieter here in the cab. We've also got all that hay to bale up around the house that we cut the other day, and we picked up the baler in the last episode, but haven't had a chance to bale it. So there's no shortage of things to do. We're going to struggle to finish cutting the field that we want to put in the meadow here. So busy times. Also started thinking about what to do regarding our fermenting silo. You might recall that we made a mistake filling it up with grass that's going to take a long time to ferment, but also that it's just generally particularly slow. So we need to, well, we don't need to, but it probably makes sense with the amount of grass that we can cut to find an alternative solution for silage. We could always bale it and wrap it, or perhaps there are some upgrade options for this facility. So we'll give that some thought. But I was just saying about the corn price. So we're already up to 64,000 litres, which is terrific. Corn peaks January, February at about 900. So that'll be a nice little earner just at the time we need it in the new year. And I think that's definitely something to look forward to. Right, so let's head out here back to the back to the harvester. Yeah, I think if we can't get something that will process the grass a little quicker at a minimum, we certainly need another way of storing it. So they're the sorts of options that I'll consider, I guess, over the next little while. Because it's processing so slowly, the silage will probably only just generate income to offset some of our equipment leasing costs. So that's going to be a challenge as well in terms of, you know, how do we finance the decisions that we need to make. So let's empty the harvester, and then we can pop up to that field where we've got the baling contract and see how that's progressing. And we can see that in fact our grass cutting's well progressed, but it looks like our workers taken a lunch break, an extended lunch break, so we'll get that started again. Not too much to finish off there. This is a really speedy machine. We will keep going with that, but we might bale a couple of rows until we get a call that our harvester's full and needs an unload. Looks like there's plenty of grass there, that's for sure. Actually, let's just... size bales are we pulling out of here? It's looking like 2 bales a row, maybe 3, so there's going to be a lot of bales on this field. Big swaths. I haven't checked the shop sales this afternoon. Not that we've really got any finances. It might be a depressing exercise if they've got some second-hand gear, but we'll see. It looks like that mower's coming to the end. I wonder while we've got the large mower, we should grab another baling contract while they're available. Next month is going to be the last month that baling is available to us for a little while. And cutting with that mower is quite speedy. There we go, that's one lap round the field. Might leave that there. Let's move the mower out of the way and just pick up those odds and ends of grass that were missed. Okay. Just do a quick run down the other end there and see. There's a little bit across the bottom. Might as well maximise the amount of silage we can make here. I'm pretty confident we'll have an excess, so every little bit helps. And it looks like our harvester is full. So to pull you off the field here, well, it looks like we can actually get right up this edge. We might take that. There's a grass field right next door. I wonder if there's a contract on that. Let's have a look. So that's going to be field 33. And there is, which they want tedded and baled. So that's square bale trailer for that one. I think we'll take that, but we'll also borrow the equipment. It pays very well, but we'll use this mower to cut it and just take advantage of the situation. So let's see here. We have a look in, set ourselves up for a course. I'm going to create a job. Field is here. Target position is here. And we want to do 2 headlands will be fine. No bypass. Generate the course. That looks great. So let's get that started. And go and empty this and empty the load, and I think we'll be getting pretty close to the probably one more load in the truck, I think. 2 more tanks in the harvester might fill us off, which will mean we'll get very close to 100,000 litres off this field, which is fabulous. It's almost empty. In contrast, we're almost full. So part of the operation is going very well, and I think the decision to hire a local to run the harvester for us is proving valuable. We pop down the shop while that's unloading. Yeah, we can do a couple of things. Firstly, we can use this tractor to take the trailer that we should have taken the first time, but we can also, if we're lucky, lift the tedder on the front so we can get the tedder up to the field. And along with the trailer we need for the silage bales. So let's run that up there. Traps for the unwary. This class is quite a popular choice, I've noticed, for contracts. But the mower set that it comes with requires a front PTO, and this class doesn't have one. So you can't actually run the front mower you get given for those hay contracts on it, which is a bit of a nuisance. Now, do we go straight ahead? Doesn't really matter, does it? It's just as easy to go to the right. There's another field of sunflowers, which we might be lucky and pick up a contract on while we've got the harvester. We'll just have to wait and see how that plays out. It's going to be a bit of a roll of the dice, and I'm just not sure financially which way to go. Sure. We can drop you off here. Then all the equipment we need to finish that field is in place, and the equipment we need, we'll just let the mower get a little further ahead, and we can save its course and with any luck run this tedding on the same course. So that's all good. Let's do another lap. Do another couple of bales. Yeah, so getting the best part of 3 a row, and we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 more rows. So there's at least 30 bales we'll take off this field. So if we were able to walk away with 5 to 10, that'd be great. Our harvester is full. And the workers are confused because I'm not sure how the Big M can have a full grain tank. Over here. So let's go check on our harvester. Yeah, I think the next combine load will finish this field off, which will be fabulous. I've never understood why he takes off when he does that. As it had just gone 4:30, our combine harvester who's worked so well with us for the day had told me that she had somewhere else she needed to be. So I've assured her that our ex-banker can control things from here. He's learnt enough through the course of the day that we should be able to get the last couple of up and downs completed without too much drama. So that's what we're doing. And that will have us in pretty good shape. Pick up that loan stalk out there. I don't think we'll go chasing the one that's in the middle of the field there. This is great. Very pleased. Now, whilst the plan is to work our own land to the best of our ability, we've certainly got quite a lot of it. We just need a little more cash to get us over the cash flow hump here, and hence that's why, you know, we're looking to take contracts just for the next, well, before Christmas while they're available. And with any luck, that will give us a little reserve that then we can use to focus on our own farm and developing it pretty steadily through the next year without needing to worry too much about contracts. Or at least that's the plan. So let's go and get the truck. Let's empty out the harvester and see how much we finished up with. I'll just go and pop the header on the trailer when that's finished, and then that's all packed up. So that's all good to go, whether we decide to return it or roll the dice and hope for another harvest contract. We've got the other baling contract, so it doesn't feel as important to go for the harvest contract. So have you been keeping a tally? How much corn do you think we finished up with? My guess is somewhere around 100,000, and that's, you know, if we can get 900 1,000 litres for it, that'll take us up around 90,000 in February, which will be extremely useful as we're looking to get the next field of corn planted. So there we go, that's emptied out. And what was the result? Oh, that wasn't bad. Just under 100,000, 99,782 litres. So that is fantastic. While we're here, let's see what the harvest contract situation is. And so far, there is nothing. So our decision really is if we have a look at the equipment. So we need to have a look at 560s. And to lease one of those would be another 2,850 for the extra work days. So it's a $3,000 punt that there's another contract, really. So we might think about that while we go and get a few more bales together. I'm beginning to think that with the bales, well, the baling that we can do here and the work we can do in the meadow at our own farm, we might be wiser to not take the risk on the harvest contract on this occasion and simply return the harvester. So I think that might be the way to go. Because certainly, between finishing this field and that field, that will get us well into November. I really must pay attention to those warning indicators so that I don't have to come back and redo steps there. It's fast coming up to 6 in the evening. The light's failing fast. Our man's not concentrating as well as he necessarily should, so he keeps failing to stop when the bale is being ejected. So I'm thinking this might be the time to, or the place to stop. We've got a bunch of bales out, which is great. So if we head over to our contracts, nothing more has emerged. So I'm thinking if we go to our equipment, over here, that we should go ahead and return the harvester. Return the header and return the header trailer. So that should reduce our outgoings a fraction and mean that we preserve a little bit of that cash as we come into the next month. So that's the end of October. It's been a good one, 100,000 litres of corn in the silo. And so I look forward to you all joining me next time. Thanks for watching. See ya.